Sitting out here, and we're actually at a different location, same backdrop, a different location. We're out in the arena because our athlete of the week comes from the rodeo team. Gage Davis coming away with a championship in the Shawn Dubie Rodeo for steer wrestling. And first of all, Gage, congratulations. Second of all, seeing yourself peak at the home rodeo has always got to be something special.
Yeah, I'd say it was a little, so much fun. And just the home crowd, you getting to compete in the practice pen that you get to be in every day. It's always a lot of fun to get to do what I love, where I love.
That's something that I always find interesting because every athlete talks about home court advantage, kind of being in that home spot where they feel comfortable. Does that really apply over to rodeo when you get to kind of have that home arena? Is there special things about this place that you can kind of play into?
Yes and no. I mean, there's a box and a shoot no matter where you go. Scores can be different. Cattle's different, obviously, anywhere you go. But just kind of the setup, you're kind of used to the score. We're always kind of used to the same look you're going to get here, just because we've had so much cattle in here before. And I don't know. Say it can be a blessing and a curse because a guy can get too comfortable, and the hometown rodeo is always one to get jinx snake bit at too. So it could be a factor. It could be could be a problem if you let it be, I guess. But no, it's always fun to be in here. This is a very neat facility. It's a great place to be.
One of the other things that comes from this, and me and Dean were kind of talking about it on Saturday, when you're here and you're hosting the rodeo, you're not just wandering around and getting to have free time off. You're actually working on it. Does that also help you a little bit? Because you don't have as much time to sit and think about, okay, this is the steer that I drew, and this is what I've seen him do before. It's kind of, okay, I'm done with my job. Now head over to the chute, get on my horse, and just go.
I don't know. The less time I can give myself to think, the better. Because, I tend to overthink a lot of different things. But a guy can get himself in a pickle by trying to do too much instead of being contested too. But where everybody helps out, so we have, I can't even remember, 37 kids on our team or however many we have. Say everybody pitched in and did their part, and it was pretty easy. Say somebody wasn't there was the next person to fill in for them. So it was not too much work for anybody on our team. We all kind of pitched in and did our part, and it went well.
You guys are getting towards the end of this part of the season, so let's talk a little bit about just where you're sitting right now. We mentioned it in that post-rodeo interview, just kind of sitting in that second spot, but you said it's too early to really start thinking about the standings. It's nice to be there, but on the same side of things, there's a lot of rodeos left to go, 6 of them.
Yeah, it's always good to know where you're at, but in my opinion, that's just another mind game you can play with yourself too, or play with me. Most people thrive off of that stuff. I don't know, I just want to run one steer at a time and just see where it ends up. My ultimate goal is to make it to the college finals for sure and do well there while I'm there. But if I get to worrying about points and stuff right now, I'll beat myself before I do any good. So just one steer at a time.
As a junior, what are some of the things that you feel like coming into this year you were really able to step up on and really be able to be more knowledgeable about? Is there anything that the years have kind of taught you, not even just with college rodeo, but just with rodeo in general, that have made you better?
So any time I get to run another steer, it seems like I'm learning something or trying to learn how to correct a mistake that I've let happen for years. And you can pick up a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you're focusing on. Anything that.
Talk a little bit about the aspirations too. I know so many kids that come into this college side of things have those aspirations of going pro. Mm-hmm. What's your journey been like so far? Have you started dabbling in that a little bit, and what's the goals?
Yeah, so that's definitely the end all goal is to be able to go pro rodeo for a good while after college. I bought my pro permit this summer. It was my first year on pro rodeo on me and my buddy Thane, the kids' horses that I'm riding. We went all summer this summer. Took quite a few of them. It was a learning year. I'm gonna chalk it up to that. There's a lot more than just running your steer. You got to know when to be up, how to be up, where to go, where to be, where not to be. say it's more of a business than it is. It's a fun business to run all summer, but say you gotta kind of treat it like a business and be smart with your money and where you're gonna be up and stuff like that, because you can get yourself in a pretty big pickle too. We learned that a couple times. But I say it's one of the funnest things you're gonna go do too. So it's the college rodeos are so fun. After a lot of the summer rodeos slow down, you get to come back. You still get to practice here. You still get to go do it. Go every weekend. And say it's still a lot of fun. It's maybe a different look sometimes. You're not running a steer here and then running a steer in afternoon somewhere else. It's you're here for the weekend. It's kind of relaxed. Hang out with your friends. Go have fun. Not too much fun, just enough fun.
Yeah. You mentioned the friends. Relationships are so big in rodeo, I'm sure, as well. How much has college rodeo helped you to build some of those relationships, to make it so that that first pro year was a good learning experience instead of a learning experience that kind of felt out to dry?
Oh, for sure. Say the people, especially college rodeo, the first couple of years, you meet a lot of people on your team, but there's a lot of my best friends that I've ever met come from high school, college rodeos. I wouldn't have ever met if I hadn't been doing this. Say it's a lot more. You never know when you're gonna need help, and you never know who's gonna be there to help you. Say any person that you can meet and just try to be the best person you can be. You never know who's gonna end up being one of your best friends in the long run.
We're talking about this early in the morning because you got classes to get off to. We got to touch on the student academic side of things. What's that been like, kind of balancing the academic side of things as well as the rodeo side of things? And also, what's kind of the goal on the academic side of things for you?
Well, the goal on the academic side of things is to pass. So far, it's looking pretty good. I'll let you know later in the semester. But so far, it hasn't been too bad. So we've got good instructors. They're very understanding to kind of our situation as athletes and stuff like that. We're gone on Fridays and gone all weekend and stuff like that. So they do help us out. They've helped me out quite a bit, just as things like that. And you just, even when you don't want to, I just gotta kind of try to make an effort, get things done when I can, and that usually comes out pretty good. That
maturity that kind of comes with being that upperclassman and realizing you got to keep both in line. The last one for you. The last couple of years we've been kind of blessed having an older team, kind of a lot more juniors and seniors. This year it's been a little bit younger. What's it been like trying to pass on some of the lessons you've learned to some of these younger athletes, the freshmen that are coming in and some of the sophomores on the guys' side?
So I don't know if I'm the best role model, but just maybe not. Everybody knows how they want to compete, and they know kind of what they need to do. And say you can help out when you can, but just try to lead by example. Always be helping. Say I'm not the end all be all. I definitely don't know a lot of things about a lot of different things that our kids need to do, but just trying to be there, trying to help. If anything, just positive encouragement is what I like the most. Say we're a team, and try to pick your teammates up whenever you can, and just say not necessarily, we're not here to coach each other, we're here to just push each other, make each other better. So that's the best thing. That's what say a lot of the older guys that I went to school with my freshman year, they were great about that. That's kind of what I want to try to do.
Healthy competition is always a great thing to push somebody to be better.
For sure.
It's definitely pushed you. Number 2 in the region right now, champion from the Shawn Dubie Rodeo, Gage Davis, our athlete of the week here at Laramie County Community College. Congratulations.
Thanks, Caleb. Thanks for doing this.
Awesome, man.